Okay, so I was getting myself immersed in the whole SAG-AFTRA situation, okay? And I just wanted to make sure that I got as much information about the whole situation before I start talking about this and getting as unhinged as freakishly possible, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know, the whole situation with the AI and the VA situation pretty much stemmed from a situation between Formosa and Genshin Impact, as well as a little bit of Honkai Star Rail about a year ago. I would say about a year and a half ago. Okay. So in that situation, it was found out through, I guess, a few contractual agreements that the Genshin devs or Hoyoverse in general, Hoyoverse in general, had essentially kind of like a clause or something inside the VA contracts that said that they essentially had consented to using the voice actors voices to do AI training. Okay, so that was between Formosa and the Hoyoverse staff and stuff like that. And since then, I do believe it was Sino who said that, and I did go back and see if this was true or not, that Sino had said that Formosa no longer does a contract with Hoyoverse to do Genshin, um, the whole, what's it called? Genshin voice actors, right? So that's all said and done. But, for the majority of the time, even there's like a tier list about like which characters got recast, which still had voices, and which voices are silent right now. And it's a lot of it's a lot of voices. Okay, I'll give him that. It's a lot of voices. Um, and this is in turn with a lot of controversies surrounding the company Hoyoverse themselves. Okay, now going on to the whole situation with the Genshin VAs today with the SAG-AFTRA situation. Okay, now here's the thing. Okay, and this is going to be the most realist thing I'm ever going to say with you guys. Okay, I know Tectone is not going to say this. I know nobody around the entire gotcha space is going to even say this. Okay, but me, as being the black dragoness that I am, okay, am going to say something that is going to be brutally uncomfortable for all you English VAs who are doing the SAG-AFTRA strike. Okay, I have to ask you this one simple question. How could you be so stupid enough not to see that this was going to be a thing in the future? Hmm? How could you guys not see that this was going to be a thing? You had all the smoke signals. You had seen all these controversies with Hoyoverse. Okay, ranging from the bunny suit situation to the weapon banner situation to the egregious monetization that's in Honkai Star Rail currently, that's coming up in 3.2 with the Castris global passive situation. You got the third year anniversary three pulls debacle. You got the Malvika plus Sitlotli banner situation. Okay, you guys didn't even think that for once you were not gonna get caught in the crossfire. Are do you see the logic that's going around here? Okay, This isn't anything new. This should not have been a surprise to any of you. Yet you guys are out here doing your little strike, harassing new VAs, all because you are using the moniker of not having AI, the mask of having an AI situation, to get yourself more entitlement and more royalties for you guys. And you know what? It would have been fine, okay? But here's the reality of it all, okay? And this is going to be very. This is going to hurt every single one of you. And this is the part where I'm going to tell you to just give up. Because you're essentially not going to win at all in this situation. This company, if you take a look at the history that it's going around, okay, you have now two content creators who are fully aware of what's going on with the company as a whole. Okay? You guys know full well, you guys should know full well what's going on with this company. You got Kyo Sensei, who did a video about some guy some voice actor getting replaced because he was part of a play with anti-CCP propaganda or anti-CCP thing, whatever the heck that is. Okay. You also got another content creator and possibly four others at this point in time right now that have you have four Chinese news anchors on this platform that pretty much tells you what the hell is going on in that country of yours. But there's one in particular that said that some shit was going on with Hoyoverse and the CCP. Let me put this into reality for you guys. Okay? This is China. China doesn't give a crap about you. Okay? You can whine, you can cry, you can do whatever it is you want to do. Okay? But it's time for a reality check. How many times has the CCP illegally did things from other countries and didn't give a fuck? How many times? Let me give you an example. China has now illegally replicated the Bugatti Veyron, the Porsche 911, and the Lamborghini Huracan as a rebrand of those companies' pride and joy, and they don't give a crap. They don't. Alright? If they are able to do that with car companies, what do you think they're going to do with your voices? Just answer me that question. What do you think they're going to do with you guys' voices? They're certainly going to train their AI with or without your consent. Oh yeah, you could do all your little protests and stuff like that. You could do everything that you want to do. You could do you could voice your concerns. You could harass the VAs. You could do anything. But does Hoyoverse really end up caring about what goes on here in the West? If it isn't bad enough that China, Hoyoverse, are in cahoots with each other, and they don't give a crap about what's going on in the US, what makes you think they're gonna give a crap about you? I'm gonna keep repeating that. What makes you think they're gonna give a crap about you? They're not. And if they're doing so many illegal things in China, so many illegal things, what makes you think they're not going to? What makes you think they're not going to do the same thing to you? You're not going to get paid. That's the sad reality of it all. You are not getting paid at all for your work. Instead of you guys out there picketing, doing your little protests, that's like what now, 200 days? You guys couldn't have just tried to find another job? Are you serious? You guys couldn't just like say, oh, this is it. And now you're gatekeeping VAs that if they don't join the union, or in the case of like what overseas what is it called, voice actors, if they don't join your union, then they're not allowed, then the company should not be allowed to do voice actor work. That is just, what are you doing at this point in time? You guys had a good thing running probably at the beginning. You guys probably should have done the same thing that Formosa did, not doing contractual work with Hoyoverse at all. Period. End of story. You guys somehow still think that you can win over the CCP with your little picketing rights. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. You guys probably had a better shot at asking President Donald Trump to help with the friendly situation and to help with the situation that you guys are in. Oh, wait. President Donald Trump put 20% tariffs on China. Doesn't look like we're on friendly terms with China either. Yeah, that suggestion now just went through the door and out the window. So what now? I think it's time for you guys to just call it quits. You're not gonna win. It's that simple. You're about 200 days into the protest and you have accomplished nothing. You will never accomplish nothing. It's the end. And that's just the reality of the story. That's it. Go find another job. I don't care if you have to work in the food service industry. I don't care if you have to work for Costco. I don't care if you have to work for Walmart. I don't care if you have to work for freaking McDonald's. This is getting freaking ridiculous. You know as well as I do now. You have the information in your hands right now. You're looking at the information. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it to your face right now. About what the heck is going on. It's time for you to give up. Oh, but my ego. What do you know about the artistry of VAs and stuff like that? What do you... Listen, Tuts. Okay? I vandalized a... What is it called? A Chevy Suburban. Because they got in the way of my tree that I was trying to draw. Of course I know about arrogance and egotism as an artist. And it was stupid. Just as stupid as your stupid little VA strike. That's not going to accomplish anything. So there. I don't know what else you guys think you can accomplish. I don't understand what sort of satisfaction or gratification you guys are going to end up having out of this. But it's just a silly little childish tantrum you guys are doing. It really is. So get off your high horse, suck up your pride, leave with whatever dignity that you have left, and move on. That's it. And I'm sorry for Paimon's VA that she has to be working for a company that's as degenerate as Hoyoverse. And she has no other job to go to. Right? I feel for her. I honestly do. I really do. I wish I wish that there was better opportunities for her. But she's trapped there. Just like all the freaking Hoyo content creators that are on this YouTube platform. That they can't say anything. But their voices are not going to be heard. And your voices are not going to be heard. And whatever you think is going to end up happening in China, with or without your consent, it's going to happen. Because that's the way the country runs over there. So that's it. That's the reality. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I am not going to flour anything. I'm not gonna like put sugar plums underneath your pillows and give you sweet dreams about a sweet new beginning with the Hoyoverse voice acting stream. It's over. It's done. It's dead. Move on. Requiesca debache.